Someone is standing at a meaningful crossroads involving you, and although you may not see it, a quiet inner debate has been unfolding for some time. This isn't something impulsive or newly formed. It has been building through reflection, memory, and repeated thoughts that keep circling back to you. At the surface, life may appear ordinary, but beneath it, there is a subtle emotional weight tied to decisions that could influence the direction of your connection with this person. They have been trying to make sense of what they feel, revisiting past conversations, small moments, and impressions that never fully left their mind. In private, they have considered two very different paths, one that moves closer to you and one that creates distance, and neither option feels simple or entirely comfortable. That internal conflict has created a state of hesitation, where clarity comes and goes like shifting light. What makes this moment significant is not drama or coincidence, but the accumulation of time and thought leading up to it. This is the kind of decision that doesn't arrive loudly. It forms slowly, through silence, uncertainty, and personal questioning. You may not be actively aware of it, yet something within you might still sense that change is in the air. Human intuition often picks up on emotional shifts before logic can explain them. For this person, your presence has remained a consistent reference point in their thoughts, something they return to even when they try to focus elsewhere. Now they are weighing what stepping forward could mean and what letting go might bring, both carrying their own emotional weight. In the end, the direction they choose will reflect not just their feelings about you, but also what they are willing to risk for clarity and closure. That's how deep this runs. Something huge is waiting for you because this decision carries truth, regret, hope, and courage, all at once. The silence you may have felt recently is not distance, it is preparation. They are weighing consequences, imagining outcomes, and realizing that whatever they choose, life will not go back to how it was before you entered it. Stay till the end, and don't skip this final part. Right now, the universe is creating a pause, not to delay things, but to make the moment powerful. This person understands that once the decision is made, it cannot be undone easily. That is why everything feels so intense, so charged, even if nothing has been said out loud yet. You were meant to hear this now so you don't doubt yourself, so you don't assume you were forgotten, and so you don't walk away too early. Something huge is waiting for you, not because you chased it, but because it is being decided about you. And in the next part, what this decision truly means, and why it is happening now, will begin to unfold. Listen carefully now, because this is where most people lose focus, and you cannot afford to. Don't skip. The decision being made about you has reached a critical stage, and the energy around it is shifting fast. This person is no longer just thinking, they are beginning to lean. One option is pulling them forward with intensity, while the other feels safer but empty. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you here. They have started asking themselves questions they avoided before. What if I lose this chance forever? What if this person was never meant to disappear from my life? These thoughts are not accidental. They come because your presence triggered something rare, clarity mixed with fear. And here's the surprising truth. The choice they are about to make is not based on logic alone. It is being driven by emotion they can no longer control. Don't skip this moment. Right now, if this message resonates even slightly, pause and share this video with someone who believes in unseen connections, because some messages arrive exactly when they are meant to. Stay till the end, and if you feel the pull of these words, leave a comment to anchor this moment in time, and subscribe so you don't miss what unfolds next. Something huge is waiting for you, and this story is far from finished. The person deciding about you has reached the point where silence feels heavier than action. They are replaying conversations, remembering small details, and realizing that what they felt was not temporary. The shock is this: they are finally understanding that choosing you changes their future, but ignoring you changes them. Stay focused now. This is important. The delay you've experienced was not rejection, it was hesitation before courage. The decision forming right now is about whether they step forward honestly or retreat and live with unanswered questions. And here's the once-in-a-lifetime truth. Whatever they choose will echo for a long time. That is why this moment feels intense, even if nothing visible has happened yet. Don't skip, because something huge is waiting for you, and the next part will reveal what pushes them to finally decide, and why the timing is closer than you think. Stay right here. Don't skip this, because this is where the story turns quietly, but powerfully. The person making this decision about you has started noticing signs they can no longer ignore. Small reminders appear everywhere, conversations circle back to you, and moments of stillness bring your presence straight into their thoughts. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you in this realization. They are beginning to understand that this connection was never random, and that walking away did not erase it. Instead, it made the absence louder. What surprised them most is how strongly they feel pulled back, even after trying to convince themselves they were over it. This inner pull is what's pushing them closer to a final choice. Don't skip now. At this stage, their heart and mind are no longer arguing, they are aligning. They are starting to imagine what it would feel like to speak honestly, to stop hiding behind distance, and to face the truth without filters. This scares them, because honesty changes everything. But staying silent has started to feel like a slow loss. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you here. The realization that you matter more than convenience. They are recognizing that some connections don't fade with time, they deepen. And once that understanding arrives, it cannot be undone. Hold this moment carefully. You were meant to hear this so you don't misread the quiet, and so you don't lose faith in your own value. The decision forming now is not rushed, but it is inevitable. They are moving closer to clarity, and clarity always turns thought into movement. Something significant is forming in the background, and even if it isn't fully visible yet, its influence is already being felt. The pressure around this decision is intensifying because the moment of resolution is near. What once felt uncertain is slowly becoming unavoidable, as if every inner doubt is being replaced with recognition. The person thinking about you has reached a point where avoidance no longer works, and pretending feels heavier than truth itself. Inside them, a quiet shift is happening. Emotions once scattered are now aligning into a single direction. The more they try to distract themselves, the more your presence returns to their mind, not as confusion but as clarity. That kind of mental pull often appears when something unresolved is finally ready to surface. They are beginning to understand that delaying this choice only deepens emotional weight, rather than easing it. There is a growing awareness that honesty, although uncomfortable, is the only path forward that makes sense now. The situation feels like it is standing at the edge of resolution, waiting for one final internal decision. And in moments like this, hesitation becomes its own answer. Something big is indeed approaching, not through chaos, but through realization. The question they are now facing is simple yet life-shaping, and everything is narrowing down to that single point of truth. In this quiet turning point, everything unnecessary falls away, leaving only what truly matters, and that is where real decisions are finally made without noise or delay or external influence guiding them further now unfolding. If I don't act now, will I forgive myself later? That question is powerful, and it changes everything. Once it appears, there is no going back to comfort or silence. Hold steady. This is important. You were meant to hear this part, so you don't underestimate what's happening behind the scenes. The decision is no longer if, but how. How they approach you, how they express what they've been holding in, how they step into the truth without fear. Don't skip, because something huge is waiting for you, and in the next part, the direction this choice takes and what it means for you personally will finally begin to reveal itself. Stay with me now, because this is where everything starts to move. Don't skip. The decision that has been forming around you is no longer sitting in silence. It is beginning to take shape in the real world. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you here. The person thinking about you has crossed an inner line. What once felt like a possibility now feels like a responsibility. They understand that doing nothing is also a choice, and it's the one they can no longer accept. This shift is subtle, but powerful. It's the moment when thoughts turn into intent, and intent begins to look for a way forward. Don't skip this part. You may notice changes around you, small signs, sudden memories, or an unexpected sense of anticipation. That's because energy moves before actions do. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. The awareness that you didn't imagine this connection, and you didn't misread the signs. The person deciding about you is preparing themselves emotionally, not just to reach out, but to be real. They are rehearsing words in their mind, wondering how much truth to reveal, and realizing that half-truths won't work anymore. This is not about attention, it's about meaning. Hold this message close. You are being guided to stay open without forcing anything. The decision ahead is still unfolding, but its direction is becoming clear. Don't skip, because something huge is waiting for you, and the next part will reveal what kind of future this choice points toward, and why your patience up to now has mattered more than you know. Remain present now, because this is where understanding deepens. Don't skip. The decision being made about you is now tied to something bigger than emotion. It is tied to truth. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you in this realization. The person involved has started to see the long picture, not just the immediate outcome. They are asking themselves what their life looks like with honesty, and what it looks like with silence. The contrast is clear, and it's unsettling. They are realizing that avoiding this choice no longer protects them. It only delays growth. That awareness changes how a person moves forward. Don't skip this moment. You may feel a strange calm mixed with anticipation, and that's not random. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. The understanding that this connection carries purpose. The person thinking about you is now confronting their own fears. Fear of vulnerability, fear of being seen, fear of change. But instead of turning away, they are learning to sit with it. This is where courage is born, not in loud actions, but in quiet acceptance of what truly matters. Hold your ground. This message arrives to remind you not to doubt your worth or question the timing. Everything up to now has been preparation. Don't skip, because something huge is waiting for you, and in the next part, you will see how this decision begins to show itself, not as chaos, but as clarity that gently reshapes what comes next. Stay right here, because this part changes how you see everything. Don't skip. The decision about you has now reached the stage where clarity replaces confusion. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you in this shift. The person involved is no longer asking whether they feel something, they know they do. The question has become, what to do with it. That is a powerful transition. It means the truth has been accepted internally, even if it hasn't been spoken yet. And once truth is accepted, it starts demanding expression. Don't skip now. You may sense a subtle pull toward patience, as if something is aligning without force. Something significant is unfolding in ways that may not yet be visible, but the direction is already set in motion beneath the surface. What once felt uncertain or paused is now slowly organizing itself into clarity, as if timing itself is quietly adjusting to bring things into alignment. The person connected to this situation is no longer sitting in hesitation the way they once were. Instead, their thoughts are becoming more deliberate, more grounded, and less scattered. They are choosing their approach with care, not from pressure or confusion, but from a growing sense of respect for what this connection represents and what it deserves. There is a desire to move forward in a way that feels sincere and stable, not rushed or uncertain, and that shift naturally creates silence before action. Even in that silence, progress is forming. Internally, the back and forth has softened, replaced by awareness and recognition of possibilities that were previously overlooked or delayed. Situations that once felt complicated now appear more approachable, and expression feels less like a risk and more like something natural waiting to happen. You may notice a subtle shift in energy around you, as if something unspoken is preparing to take shape in reality. This stage is about transition, where thought begins to translate into movement and intention starts to find direction. What is developing is not random, it is aligning step by step, even if the pace feels quiet. Stay steady within yourself, because what is forming now is gradually moving toward visibility, and the next phase will reflect the choices being made behind the scenes. The person thinking about you is becoming aware that timing isn't about waiting for perfection, it's about recognizing readiness. They are preparing to step forward in a way that reflects growth, not impulse. That's why everything feels deliberate now. Every thought, every pause, every plan carries weight. Hold this moment calmly. You are being reminded not to chase or doubt, but to stay open and present. Don't skip, because something huge is waiting for you, and in the next part, the first clear sign of this decision reaching you will begin to unfold. Stay with this moment, because this is where signs begin to surface. Don't skip. The decision being made about you is starting to create ripples that move toward you, even if you don't yet see them clearly. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you here. The person involved is now aware that action cannot stay hidden forever. They are feeling a growing urge to break the distance, to replace wondering with knowing. This urge is not sudden, it is the result of everything they've processed so far, and once it arrives, it becomes difficult to ignore. Don't skip now. You may notice small shifts, an unexpected thought, a familiar name appearing, a sense of anticipation that arrives without explanation. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. Confirmation. The person thinking about you is recognizing that connection doesn't disappear just because it's quiet. Instead, it waits for the right moment to reappear with clarity. They are beginning to understand that reaching out is not a loss of control, but an act of honesty. Hold steady and trust this phase. You were meant to hear this, so you don't doubt what you're feeling or assume nothing is happening. Don't skip, because something huge is waiting for you, and in the next part, the nature of the choice being made and how it begins to affect you directly will finally come into focus. Stay present, because this is where impact replaces anticipation. Don't skip. The decision about you is now moving from intention into consequence. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you here. The person involved has accepted that whatever they choose will change the dynamic permanently. There is no return to before. That realization brings seriousness, but also relief. They are no longer confused, they are resolved, and when a person reaches resolve, their energy becomes focused, direct, and purposeful. Don't skip this moment. You may feel a quiet sense of certainty settling in, as if something you've been waiting for is finally lining up. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. Recognition. The person thinking about you is now aware that this connection carries responsibility. They are not approaching lightly, and they are not acting out of impulse. This choice is being made with awareness of its value. That alone tells you how significant you are in this situation. Hold your calm and your confidence. This part exists to remind you that what's unfolding is real, grounded, and intentional. Don't skip, because something huge is waiting for you, and in the next part, the direction this decision takes, and what it unlocks for you, will begin to reveal itself clearly. Stay right here, because this is where meaning becomes clear. Don't skip. The decision being made about you is no longer hidden, it is shaping a future path. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you in this understanding. The person involved has realized that this choice isn't just about connection, it's about growth. Choosing you means choosing honesty, accountability, and depth. That awareness changes how they see everything that comes next. They are no longer asking what is easiest, they are asking what is true. Don't skip now. You may feel a quiet shift inside yourself, as if a long period of uncertainty is slowly dissolving. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. Alignment between what you felt and what is actually happening. The person thinking about you is preparing to step forward with intention, not hesitation. They want their actions to match their realization, and that takes courage. This is the moment when preparation meets readiness. Hold this clarity gently. You were meant to hear this so you don't underestimate your role in someone else's transformation. Don't skip, because something huge is waiting for you. And in the next part, the first tangible outcome of this decision will begin to take form. Stay with me, because this is where everything starts to feel real. Don't skip. A shift is beginning to surface in a way that becomes noticeable in everyday life, as intentions that were once quiet start to take form through actions and subtle changes. What was previously unspoken is gradually finding expression, not in dramatic bursts but in steady, meaningful signals that reveal clarity is developing. You may begin to notice slight differences in communication, behavior, or timing, as if something long in motion is finally aligning with the present moment. This is a phase where reflection turns into direction, and internal understanding starts influencing external choices. The process is not rushed, it unfolds with patience, allowing each step to carry weight and purpose. There is a growing sense of awareness that decisions once held back are now being considered with greater honesty and confidence. As uncertainty fades, a clearer perspective begins to form, shaping what comes next in a more grounded way. What feels like change is actually the result of gradual preparation reaching its natural point of expression. Staying observant during this period helps reveal how subtle developments can reshape outcomes over time. In this transition, clarity replaces hesitation, and direction becomes easier to recognize. The unfolding path reflects alignment, rather than randomness, suggesting that events are settling into place with intention and balance. Ultimately, this moment represents a quiet turning point, where understanding deepens, and the next stage begins to take shape with calm certainty. New awareness continues to build, offering a steadier sense of direction that encourages thoughtful action and a more grounded approach to what unfolds next in everyday choices and future possibilities, with quiet confidence and ease overall. This choice is no longer about uncertainty, it's about commitment to honesty. The weight they felt before is now turning into determination. Don't skip this moment. You may notice your own thoughts shifting, your perspective changing, as if you're being prepared for what's coming. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you, alignment between action and feeling. The person thinking about you is moving with clarity now, aware that timing is no longer something to wait for, but something to step into. This is the calm before movement, not the calm of delay. Hold this understanding gently. You were meant to hear this so you don't resist what's approaching or doubt your readiness. Don't skip, because something huge is waiting for you. In the next part, the form this decision finally takes and how it arrives in your life will begin to reveal itself clearly. Stay right here, because this is the moment of arrival. Don't skip. The decision about you is no longer forming, it is being acted upon. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you in this shift. The person involved has crossed from intention into motion, and that changes everything. What was once internal is now moving outward with purpose. This is not sudden or impulsive, it is the result of everything they've understood up to now. When a person acts from clarity, their steps are steady. Don't skip now. You may feel a sense of readiness, even if you can't explain why. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. Recognition. The person thinking about you is stepping forward with sincerity, aware that honesty carries weight. They are no longer hiding behind distance or silence. This moment carries truth, and truth has a way of opening doors that once felt closed. Hold your calm and your confidence. You were meant to hear this, so you don't second-guess what begins to unfold. Don't skip, because something huge is waiting for you, and in the next part, what this action leads to, and how it reshapes what comes next, will finally come into view. Stay with this moment, because this is where the future starts to shift. Don't skip. The decision about you has now set a new direction in motion. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you here. The person involved understands that this choice is not temporary, it carries continuity. What they have done opens a path that didn't exist before, and stepping onto it requires presence and honesty from both sides. This is not about grand gestures, it's about intention turning into consistency. Don't skip now. You may feel a quiet sense of grounding, as if uncertainty is finally giving way to stability. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. Trust. The person thinking about you is committed to aligning words with actions. They are no longer testing the moment, they are honoring it. That shift creates space for something real to develop, something that can be built rather than imagined. Hold this understanding close. You were meant to hear this, so you don't rush or retreat unnecessarily. Don't skip, because something huge is waiting for you, and in the next part, how this new direction begins to shape your experiences will become clear. Stay present now, because this is where depth replaces doubt. Don't skip. The decision about you has moved beyond a single moment and into an unfolding process. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you here. The person involved is now focused on how to sustain what they've begun, not just how to start it. That tells you everything about the seriousness of this choice. They are thinking long-term, not in impulses or reactions, but in intention. Don't skip this. You may notice a sense of emotional steadiness growing within you, as if the chaos you once felt is slowly settling. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. Reassurance. The person thinking about you is no longer acting from fear of loss, but from desire for truth. This transition carries a quiet sense of maturity and emotional balance, reshaping the way this connection is experienced and understood. It is a moment that asks for patience, not doubt, allowing the meaning behind the timing to settle naturally, without resistance. Everything unfolding here carries a deeper reflection, not only about the situation itself, but also about your own inner growth and awareness. This experience reveals resilience, patience, and the ability to remain open, even when outcomes are uncertain or still taking shape. That realization turns this moment into more than an event, transforming it into a lesson that guides how you move forward. There is a growing sense of clarity forming, as if scattered parts of your path are slowly coming into alignment. This awareness helps you recognize your own worth more clearly, understanding that your presence carries influence and meaning. In this unfolding reflection, what once felt uncertain begins to take shape as understanding and self-recognition grow stronger. It becomes a reminder that timing often carries purpose, even when it is not immediately visible or easy to interpret. What is emerging now is not just about connection, but about how you have evolved through the experience itself. This realization brings a quiet closure, not as an ending, but as a deeper understanding of your journey so far. You are being guided toward clarity, where confusion fades and a more grounded sense of direction begins to form. Stay with this understanding as it settles into awareness and helps you move forward with quiet confidence. It encourages trust in your path and the timing of everything unfolding naturally right now. That realization reflects the impact you naturally carry, without forcing or proving anything. Hold this insight calmly. You were meant to hear this, so you don't minimize what you bring into any connection. Don't skip, because something huge is waiting for you. And in the next part, how this understanding transforms what comes next will be revealed. Stay with this moment, because this is where everything settles into truth. Don't skip. The decision about you has now reached a place of acceptance. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you here. The person involved is no longer questioning the path they chose, they are embracing it. This brings a sense of calm that only arrives when something aligns deeply. What once felt heavy now feels purposeful, and that shift changes how the future is approached. Don't skip now. You may feel a quiet confidence emerging, as if doubt no longer has the same grip. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. Peace. The person thinking about you is grounded in their choice, and that stability creates space for trust to grow naturally. This is no longer about uncertainty or waiting, it's about presence and continuity. Hold this moment with gratitude. You were meant to hear this, so you don't cling to fear or old patterns. Don't skip, because something huge is waiting for you. And in the next part, the lasting impact of this decision and what it opens for you moving forward will finally be revealed. Stay right here, because this is where the journey completes its circle. Don't skip. The decision about you has now created a lasting shift, one that extends beyond a single connection. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you in this realization. What began as uncertainty has transformed into clarity, and that clarity has changed how both of you move forward. The choice that was made is no longer just an action, it is a foundation. Don't skip now. You may sense a deep sense of closure mixed with possibility. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. Empowerment. This experience has shown you that patience, self-worth, and trust create outcomes that force never could. The person thinking about you has stepped into truth, and you have stepped into understanding. That balance is rare, and it reshapes what comes next. Hold this final insight gently. You were meant to hear this, so you don't underestimate the impact of what has unfolded. Don't skip, because something huge is waiting for you, and now, you are ready to move forward with confidence, clarity, and openness toward whatever comes next. Stay still for a moment, because this is where everything finally integrates. Don't skip. What was decided about you has now become part of reality, not as noise or drama, but as quiet truth. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you in this understanding. The journey you've sensed, questioned, and waited through was never meant to rush. It was meant to prepare you. The choice that was made didn't just shift one situation, it shifted you. It refined what you accept, what you expect, and what you no longer settle for. Don't skip now. You may feel lighter, clearer, more grounded than before. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. Release. Release from wondering, from second-guessing, from waiting for proof of your value. This experience has shown you that when something is real, it moves toward you without force. The person involved made their decision, but you gained certainty. Certainty becomes its own kind of strength when you choose to stand fully in this moment, grounded in what you have come to understand rather than what you once questioned. This point in your journey was never just about observing decisions unfold, but about arriving at a deeper alignment with what genuinely belongs to you. What seemed like pauses or silence along the way were actually shaping resilience, refining intuition, and quietly preparing you for clarity. You begin to notice that alignment does not arrive in confusion, but in calm recognition that feels steady and sure. External validation slowly loses its hold as inner understanding grows stronger, revealing a quiet confidence that no longer depends on approval. What you carry forward now is a clearer sense of worth and direction, shaped by experience rather than expectation. There is no need to look back for answers, because what unfolded has already revealed what was necessary for your growth. A quiet trust begins to replace doubt, guiding you toward what feels aligned and true without forcing certainty from outside. You no longer need permission to recognize your value or to trust the direction unfolding within you. This ending is not closure, but continuation, where awareness replaces hesitation and forward movement feels natural. You were meant to reach this understanding, so you can move ahead without doubt, only presence and clarity. Hold this moment gently, as what comes next meets you exactly where you are, steady, aware, and ready. From here, you step forward with calm certainty, trusting the path ahead, no longer searching for signs, because you have become the clarity itself now.